Everyone thinks life abroad is better. Better systems, better roads, better salaries, better lifestyle. And look, going abroad is not a mistake. Exposure is good. Travel is good. But before you decide, watch this till the end because there are certain things you get only in India that you don't even notice while living here. And if content like this helps you think deeper about life, growth, and India, subscribe to our channel. Now, here's what nobody tells you upfront. There are certain things you get only in India, things you don't even notice while living here. You realize their value only after you leave. Not because India is perfect, but because some advantages here are structurally unique, built into how the country functions, how people live, and how daily life actually works. These aren't headline advantages, they don't show up in rankings or Instagram posts. They show up quietly in everyday moments, and that's why we ignore them. So today I want to talk about 5 things you get in India that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Not emotional, not political, just lived reality. Number 1, UPI. If you've lived abroad, you'll immediately understand this pain. In some of the world's richest cities, you still take cards. You swipe, you wait, you tip, you pray the machine works. In India, you scan a QR code, you pay 10 rupees for chai, transaction done in 1 second, street vendors, auto drivers, fruit sellers, even temples. India built the fastest and cheapest digital payment system in the world and made it normal for 1.4 billion people. No fancy marketing, no big launch events, no hype, just quiet execution at national scale. We didn't just digitize payments, we democratized them. So a street vendor, a college student, and a startup founder all use the same system with the same speed and the same reliability. That's incredibly hard to do. Most countries still can't replicate this, not because they lack money or technology, but because their systems were built on legacy rails, designed for smaller populations and slower change. India built UPI ground up for scale, for inclusion, and for everyday life, and that's exactly why it works so effortlessly. Number 2, affordable help. This one makes people uncomfortable. But let's be honest, in India, even a middle-class family has something rare. Time leverage, house help, cooks, drivers, support staff. This isn't about showing status. It's not about class. It's about how time is structured and valued in everyday life. Abroad, life is extremely self-managed. You cook, you clean, you do laundry, you drive everywhere, you manage every small task on your own. By the time you're done maintaining daily life, your energy is already gone. Your evenings don't go into learning. They don't go into thinking. They don't go into building something new. They go into survival and upkeep. In India, support systems quietly remove that friction. When basic tasks are taken care of, your mental bandwidth opens up. That's why people can focus better on work. That's why families spend more time together. That's why entrepreneurs can take risks earlier. That's why parents can balance careers and caregiving. Try hiring a cook or a driver abroad for a month. Your savings will disappear before your first vacation. Not because people abroad are inefficient, but because their economic structure doesn't allow specialization at scale like India does. Specialization means people do what they're best at. It creates efficiency, it creates affordability, and most importantly, it creates breathing room. Time freedom is a silent luxury. It doesn't show up in salary comparisons or rankings, but it shows up in quality of life. And India gives that luxury to millions quietly every single day. Number 3, food and access. In India, food is not just about taste. It's about access, availability, and timing. You can eat at 1 a.m. You can get chai at sunrise. You can order food in 10 minutes almost anywhere in the city. 100 rupees. Hot, fresh, familiar. That kind of access feels normal when you live here. You don't think twice about it. But the moment you step outside India, you realize how rare this is. In many cities abroad, kitchens shut down by 8 or 9 p.m. Restaurants close early, delivery stops, shops shut their doors. After that, your options collapse. No late night comfort food, no spontaneous meals, no stepping out because you suddenly feel hungry. It's cold food, microwave, leftovers, or nothing at all. But India doesn't sleep. And that's not chaos, that's resilience designed into everyday life. A country that stays awake supports people who don't live predictable schedules. Night shift workers keeping global systems running, founders working late, building companies, students studying through the night, doctors, nurses, and hospital staff on long shifts, logistics teams moving goods across cities. This kind of access removes friction. You don't have to plan hunger, you don't have to schedule energy. Life doesn't stop because the clock says so. Cities stay alive, small businesses earn, people adapt in real time. A country that's awake is a country that keeps moving. That constant availability creates flexibility. and flexibility becomes a competitive advantage. In India, life doesn't run on fixed slots and rigid rules. It flows, and that flow is one of the country's biggest, most underrated strengths. Number 4, community. This is the one people miss the most, even if they don't realize it immediately. In India, community isn't something you build intentionally, it's the disregard setting. Neighbors know each other, they notice when you're not around, they ask questions, they show up. Festivals aren't private celebrations, they're collective experiences. Whole buildings light up, streets come alive, food is shared, emotions are shared. Kids aren't raised in isolation. They grow up around other kids, adults, grandparents, uncles, aunties, a full ecosystem of people. You don't need calendar reminders to meet. You don't need to plan social interaction weeks in advance. It happens naturally in small everyday moments. Abroad, loneliness is real. Very real. People are polite. Systems work efficiently. Boundaries are respected, but life can feel quiet in the wrong way. Weeks can pass without real human interaction. You can live next to someone for years and still not know their name. In India, even if you want to be alone, someone will still check in. A call, a knock on the door, a casual, "Are you okay?" That social density is not a weakness, it's emotional infrastructure. And when life hits you hard, loss, illness, stress, uncertainty, this support matters more than clean streets or perfect roads. Because systems can make life efficient, but people make it survivable. Number 5, healthcare. Healthcare abroad is advanced, no doubt. Technology is cutting edge. Facilities are world class, but access and speed, that's where India quietly wins. In India, healthcare is built for immediacy. You walk into a clinic, you meet a doctor, you get tests done, you collect medicines, often on the same day. There's no long paperwork trail, no waiting weeks for approval, no anxiety before treatment even begins. Abroad, the experience is very different. Appointments take weeks, emergency rooms take hours, insurance dictates decisions, and costs create stress before healing can even start. India optimized healthcare for scale and urgency. It's designed to handle volume, to respond quickly, to prioritize treatment over process. Is it perfect? No. Is it accessible? Yes. And that accessibility saves lives every single day. It's a privilege most Indians don't realize they have until they live somewhere without it. Here's the irony. Most Indians don't value these things while living here. Not because they don't matter, but because they feel ordinary. When something works every day, you stop noticing it. Only when you leave, only when you struggle with basics, only when simple tasks become complicated, you start seeing the contrast. Suddenly, payments aren't instant, food isn't accessible, healthcare isn't immediate, community isn't automatic, systems slow you down, processes replace people, efficiency comes with isolation. That's when you realize something important. India quietly solved problems that many countries are still debating. Not perfectly, not loudly, but at scale. India trains you to adapt, to manage uncertainty, to move forward despite friction. That mindset stays with you. No matter where you go, that ability to adjust, improvise, and keep going becomes a lifelong advantage. This isn't India versus the West. It never was. It's about perspective, about understanding value beyond appearances, rankings, and comparisons. Every country has strengths, every system has gaps. India's strength lies in how much it carries at once: scale, complexity, emotion, ambition, and still keeps moving. India is one of the few places where tradition meets technology without cancelling each other, where convenience coexists with culture, and where scale still leaves room for humanity. Yes, we complain a lot, and sometimes rightly so, because progress in a country this large is never smooth. But in that noise, we often overlook what already works. The systems that quietly support daily life, the resilience built into people. Idea doesn't just teach you how to live comfortably, it teaches you how to endure uncertainty, how to adapt when things don't go as planned, and how to keep moving forward wherever life takes you. It is a country that's easy to complain about and easy to underestimate. But when you step away, you start noticing how much actually works. Quietly, consistently, at scale. Not because everything is perfect, but because the systems, the people, and the culture have learned how to move forward despite complexity. That's a story worth understanding. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who's planning to move abroad, especially if they're in that phase of excitement and doubt. And if you've already lived outside India, tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you missed the most when you were away? And if you enjoy conversations like this about growth, perspective, and India's evolving story, this channel is built for you. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the Level Up and New India series.